Welcome guys. In this video tutorial we are going to focus on associative array. Okay, before I talk that, I have to show you another way of creating array which might be simple from the one we have here. Here remember we says new array. Whenever we write the variable name, we now say equals to new array. We start listing our array. There's another way we create an array. Okay, let me create another file. I'll call it array2.html. Okay, my HTML version 5 basic tag. Okay, let me call this array2. Okay, back to our body tag. Okay, we have this script. Okay, remember we said that we can create an array like this. Let me still use paper here. We say new, and I say you have to start this with capital letter. Okay, like this. Okay, you start listing what should be in the array. Okay, you can even add a number. If it is a number, you may not need to add it in quotes. Okay, for those that are strange, okay, you add them in quotes. Those that you want them to serve as a number, you add them in without quotes. Okay, this is one way we can create an array. Another way we can create an array is by writing something like this. Let me call this variable name now number. Okay, let me call it number. Okay, because number is a reserved word in JavaScript. Okay, we can just write something like this. Okay, without writing new array. But remember the kind of braces I'm using, block braces. Okay, don't forget to use block braces. Okay, you can put strange just like the first one we have. Okay, so this is how two ways we display array, and all the properties and all the method we talk about works in both of them. Either you display array like this or you do it like this. Okay, life is too short. Instead of writing this new array and this, I just write this my block braces and start listing my array. Okay, let me show you that two of them work the same. Let me see. Document.write. Okay, first of all let me display this. Okay, you see I want to display this array. Okay, the one I just show you now. If I refresh my code, you see what I have. Okay, this is the first code we have, array1.html. okay, so we want to move to array2. Let me just review this in Explorer. Follow this method. Okay, open this array2. You see what we have. Okay, let me zoom it so that you see it properly. Okay, you see it 1 2 3 3 4 5 5 5 6, so on and so forth. Okay, you see that this array is showing. Okay, I can access it the normal way we do array 0. Okay, you know about this. If I say array 0, I want to display only this. Okay, that's number 0. Okay, you see what we have. Okay, so you can either create like this or you create array like this. Okay, now let's proceed to our associative array. Okay, in our associative array, what we want to actually achieve is to replace something like this with something we can easily recognize. Okay, and I will tell you why it's important and why we need to do that. Okay, one is sometimes memorizing these numbers is a kind of stressful to us. Okay, which means anytime we want to display this guy, we have to come and start counting 0 1 2 3 before we start writing 3. Okay, but when we do associative array, we are going to replace this 0 with something x. Okay, let me just show you what I mean. Okay, first of all, let me just create an empty array. Okay, let me say try. Okay, is equals to. Okay, let me just use this empty array. Okay, this is an empty array, or I can say new array like this. Nothing is inside this array. Okay, I'll start creating my array as an associative array. I don't know why this is showing me error. Okay, try is a reserved word in JavaScript. Okay, let me use another variable name. Let me call it array test. Okay, variable test is new array, an empty array. Okay, I'll start doing something like this. Okay, here. Okay, I'll now say maybe test. Let me say this array, I want it to carry details about somebody. Okay, and I say test. Okay, age. Okay, test age is equals to 30. Okay, and with semicolon. Now let me say test name is equals to Benjamin. Okay, let me say test country, okay, is equals to USA. Okay, now what I have just did now is adding 3 values inside this array, and instead of accessing it with 0, 1, 2, I will access it with age, name, and country. Okay, so that it will be easier for me to write instead of me coming to the array and start counting. First of all, let me display this array. Let me see what we have in the array. Document.write. Okay, I want to display test first. Okay, you see that this test now we have already added 30, Benjamin and USA. Okay, let me refresh this code. Okay, it's not showing. I think let me check where this is coming from. Okay, the reason why this thing is not showing from my research is it's an associative array. Okay, associative array doesn't go with numbers, so document.write.text like this. Try to go through the indices through numbers as the default index. It will not display. So anytime we want to display, we go directly with our associative index. Okay, here I can say age. Okay, if I say test now age as the index, okay, what I'm trying to display is 30. Okay, let me run this code. Okay, you see I have 30. Okay, why is this important? The reason why this is important is because I am the one that created the indices this time around. Instead of using 0, 1, 2, I am the one that created it. So anytime I want to display age, I don't need to bother myself going to the array to count to know the index of that age. For example, I don't need to come here and start counting 0, 1, 2, 3 if I want to display this. Okay, here since I have already determined what I will use to display this value, okay, I will just go directly with this. Okay, it makes my code more easier to understand and more easier for me to work with it. Okay, now sometimes in an array like this, we use it when we are declaring something that differentiates. For example, here has a list of names. Okay, this one that has a list of names, it's not really wise to start writing variable Peter is equals to Peter. Paul is equals to Paul. Okay, this is a kind of listing names, but here we are listing different attributes of a particular object. Okay, let me say I call this a person because of what we have here. Okay, if I call this a person, you can say person age. You see the difference now. Person name. Okay, person country. Okay, so whenever I'm using something like this, I am using it when the array has different attributes of a particular object or a particular variable. So remember, we are not writing objects here. We have talked about objects before now, but I just want to tell you when it is wise for us to use associative array. Okay, let me say I now write document.write. Okay, assuming I want to display Benjamin is 30 years old and he is from USA. You see, I don't need to start counting the arrays again because I know the associative index that I will use. Okay, I'll just write something like this. Benjamin. Okay, first of all, I have to follow suit with the array. Okay, let me see. Person. Okay, now this time around name. Okay, I add now with my space. Benjamin is okay. Is and now add this again. Okay, person this time around is age. Okay, 30. Okay, years old. Okay, now I now put my space years old. Okay, comma, and okay, he is from. Okay, give a space here. Okay, something like this now. Country. You see, I am just writing directly because I know my associative array. Okay, I don't need to come and start a kind of counting the arrays. Okay, look at what we have here. Okay, first of all is the associative array of name, which will give us Benjamin here. Okay, Benjamin, I use this to join. Now you see the space X. Okay, 30. Okay, space years old. Okay, now comma, right? And he is okay from, you see the space, now the country. Okay, let's test out this code. Okay, I refresh. You see now Benjamin is 30 years old, he is from USA. Okay, see, using associative array make it very easy for me to write their indices instead of counting 0, 1, 2, 3 and all that. Okay guys, thank you so much for your time. That's all we have in array. Bye bye.